after all of the work, let's say you were in Singapore,
Yeah.
what else do you do with your time in
Ah,
that specific country? Let's go to your personal agenda.
how honest
naman.
are we here? I always end up, I enjoy the occasional drink here and there. I always end up having fun. I've even outside of work, I've always loved to travel. It's something that my wife kind of instilled upon me. Like before I met my wife, I did not go anywhere. Maybe went to Hong Kong with my family, Japan. But it was always just like, oh, I'm just going to go to the hotel and then get on the tour bus or whatever. And then I met my wife who was super like, let's go and get lost somewhere. You know what I mean? And I loved that feeling of wanderlust, that whole, you don't know where you're going to end up, but you enjoy where you are anyway. So every single time that we would travel, like we would find ourselves, like before kids, we would find ourselves just walking in a random street, not knowing where we're going and just finding out, whatever's there. So yeah, eventually, when I started to work abroad also, if I had free time, that's what I would do. Na parang, okay. And especially when the interview part is done na and you have your free time. Kasi prior to that, you're kind of preoccupied about like, it's crazy because like you spend a week thinking about 3 to 5 minutes. Na parang for that entire week, you're preoccupied with research, you're preoccupied with how to make the conversation interesting or whatever. Tapos yung output mo, 5 minutes lang. And with social media, no, parang, 20, 30 minutes, 20, 30 seconds lang yung gagamitin na, no? So that's crazy. But yeah, I enjoy going around. I enjoy eating. I enjoy drinking, especially in places that have a lot of drinks, like Korea, Japan. They have a very strong drinking culture.
Yeah, they do.
I've gone on a few bar crawls locally, so yeah, that's always fun.
With all of the personalities you've met, let's say with work, even with personal life, were they ever a part of how you see like the world or how you see travel in general? Did a personality, did the work experience ever inspired you in a different way na parang I want to try this out whenever I travel?
I guess to some degree. There was this one celebrity that we were able to talk to and they were super into snowboarding and skiing. And I've never snowboarded or skied in my life prior to that moment. But I would wakeboard here. And then, kasi parang for me, okay, you're gonna travel to a different country, rent a board, ang dami mong gear, and hindi siya mura. So I think because of how passionate that person was about it, I ended up trying out snowboarding. First in Japan and then eventually in our honeymoon, we were in Switzerland. You know that Toblerone mountain?
Yes.
Zermatt? I cannot believe, it still drives me crazy to this day that I was able to snowboard there. Kasi if you ask high school version of me na parang, abot ka ba ng Switzerland? Gagawin ko dun. Gagawin ko sa Switzerland. Diba? Parang kalokohan. Diba? It was such a far-fetched dream. And even for when I was there, I would sit down on the mountain and be like, I can't believe I'm here. And kind of cool pa because there's a mountain there where you can snowboard down to France, you can snowboard down to Italy, and then Switzerland. All from one mountain. So that's ridiculous. I'm still very grateful for that moment.
So are you the type of traveler na you're very spontaneous?
Very. I don't like plans. I don't like, I know nothing wrong with planning. It's just not my style. I don't like getting on a tour bus. I don't like being confined. I like, if I want to go here, I'll go here. Or if I want to stay here, I'll stay here. Kasi diba, you know how like tour buses usually, like, of course they'll take you to touristy places. And it's great because they're touristy places for a reason. I don't like the time constraints lang kasi na parang, you go shopping here, you only have an hour and a half. Or you go here. And sometimes I find myself na parang, I don't really care about like jade necklaces. I don't want to be here for like an hour. So I'd rather do something else. And also I wake up late. So I don't like morning. Kasi parang nakabakasyon ka na nga tapos you put yourself on a schedule pa. Are you a planner?
I think I'm in between. Okay. Just because I feel like I'm a big foodie myself.
Right, yeah.
Even cafes. Now naman matcha yung trip ko. So parang there's just, alam mo yung may mga certain restaurants or cafes.
Kailangan maaga ka.
Yeah, it's nice to enjoy it in the morning and then some naman at night. Yeah. So I'm in between. Kasi parang feeling ko naman when
sayang naman if you don't plan.
When I'm too relaxed, sayang naman. So parang not naman na siya to the T. Okay. But at least I know where I'm going the next day.
Right. Well, ganun din naman kami. General outline, but not like 9 o'clock we have to be here. 9:30 we have to be here. Because my wife plans. At least whenever Siya kasi, she's of the mindset na, look, nandito tayo, wag nating sayangin. Like,
Me.
oo. Ako naman, look, we're on vacation.
Vacation.
Let's chill because we don't get to do this at home.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds
we balance
very,
each other out.
Yeah, that sounds very familiar. Ganyan na ganyan din si Mikey. He was just like, ba't ka nagmamadali? Bakit ka
nakabakasyon na
nagplan?
nga
And I was
tayo
just like,
eh.
first time natin in this country. But this one, curious question. Since you say na you're more of an explorer type of traveler, did it change when you were with your kids?
Yes. Definitely. Before kasi you could get lost on a random street and it's like, it's okay. There's 2 adults or it's just 1 adult and like you can find your way out of it. Now, you have to factor in na parang malinis ba yung banyo dito in case we need to change a diaper or whatever. When we went to Tokyo recently, it was always like we could eat anywhere. We could eat at like a convenience store. We could eat at like a ramen bar na as in may 1 hour and a half waiting and like nakapila. If you have 3 kids, good luck waiting an hour and a half. You know what I mean? Like our restaurant choices for the last trip that we had was saan tayo kasha, anong available. Yun na yun. Like hindi na kami choosy at all na parang in the sense na before we could go to like a really nice omakase and whatever. Wait 2 hours, really enjoy the food. Ngayon, we wolf everything down. Like, as in, kailangan we finish the food as quickly as possible because, our kids will get impatient or whatever. And yeah, so it really definitely changes. Naka 3 strollers pa kami. So we can't also go to places na maliliit yung spaces kasi saan mo ilalagay yung stroller kahit naka-fold pa yan. Diba? So yeah, it changes a lot. So it's I like it. I like it in the sense na offers a very different adventure na parang kung nagawa mo na to as the way I see it, parang in video game terms, nag-single player game ka na eh. Multiplayer ka naman ngayon. So, I like it.
So, would you guys plan a trip na it's just you and your wife and then another trip na with the kids naman? Let's say in a year.
Ideally, that would be nice. But there's also that parental guilt of like, if we go on a trip na tayong dalawa lang, sure, we'll enjoy it. But like, who's gonna watch out for the kids, while we're away? So there's always that, I guess, feeling of guilt for us.
Yeah.
So what usually happens is my wife also goes on a lot of trips on her own because of work. So she goes on a trip on her own and I'll stay at home. And then if I have to go on a trip, then she stays home. So nag-alternate lang kami. And on the very rare occasion where, I get to ask my dad to watch over the kids or whatever, then we'll have like a nice trip to ourselves. But that does not happen often at all.
Do you guys still have a dream destination, not just the 2 of you, and dream destination with your kids?
Dream destination with just the 2 of us. My wife's always wanted to go to Egypt. We've never been. I've always wanted to go to Iceland. I heard it's beautiful. And Bruges is one of them. My wife has wanted to go to Germany and Russia. In terms of kids, luckily, I think we got to go to pretty much where we want to take the kids to naman. Maybe if they get into geeky stuff like I do, maybe one of these days I can take my kids to Comic-Con. That would be great. Although that would be a challenge, but it'd be nice. I just don't know how to deal with kids on a really long haul flight. Kasi yung 4 to 5 hours ng Japan, medyo nababaliw na ako. So hindi ko alam kung paano yung mga tipong 12 hours to the States or something. Yeah,
maybe when they're a little older.
Yeah, maybe when they're a little older, when they can when they don't have to wear diapers and stuff. So yeah, that'll be
But
nice.
how often do you guys travel in a year? Not as a family.
As a family, 3 times, 2 times a year.
Oh, that's also a lot.
It's pretty. I told like my wife is really into. That's always been our thing.
Yeah.
Traveling, so we make it work.
Do you have a system to follow when you're with your kids?
Yes. In the sense na it's more of the logistics of it, the packing. Kunwari, dati, tago 1 suitcase pa kami ng wife ko. Now, when we traveled, we had to figure in na, okay, 1 hand has to be on the kid, and then another hand on the, and then 2 suitcase in 1 hand. So, we pack by how many hands are free. Buti nga lately, my kids have been cooperative in the sense. Before kasi they want na parang, stroller tayo to the plane and then stroller out. Now they're like, okay, stroller when we get to the hotel and then when we're walking na. Because it frees up our hands.
Yeah.
So I guess that's our system.
Yeah.
Now my wife and I share 1 suitcase because the kids take up so much space in terms of packing. Like the diapers, the milk, the medicine.
Yeah.
You have to bring medicine because sometimes, like, especially in countries that are not, English first, you also don't know, like, ano yung
it's hard.
equivalent nitong gamot
Sa
na to dun,
pharmacy
diba?
nila, it's hard.
So, yeah, man. I'm telling you, like, it's like new game plus with kids.
It's like a new challenge. Na naman.
Yeah.
Loving the episode of Wired to Wander? For more stories abroad, travel hacks, and spot recos, don't forget to stay connected to our socials. Catch the full-length episode and discover how to make every trip smoother. Only on Wired to Wander, powered by Smart TRAVē.